Jimmy K here, Metal Voice. Look at this. The Metal Voice shirts are now on sale. Just go to the video description to find out on how you can purchase one. Metal! Welcome to the Metal Voice, the Heavy Montreal version. With me, drummer of Killswitch Engage Justin Foley. What's going on?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm enjoying the soothing background of death metal vocals as we're doing this interview. The new album, Atonement by Killswitch Engage. It's coming out August 16th, right? Tell me what's different from this album, and I've heard it, by the way. What's it different from this album compared to the last?
The songs are different.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how to describe it. It still sounds like us as a band, but there's some things that we haven't really had on other records. There are a couple songs that are kind of us pushing just sort of what we do a little bit in each direction. So it's hard to describe. You know, it's nothing drastic. We didn't all of a sudden turn into a prog metal band or blistering death metal band or anything. Like, it sounds like us, but you know, there's some stuff that's different. So hopefully people that have been a fan of us will appreciate it and not think it sounds like the same record over and over again.
You know, a lot of, I would call it extreme. Sometimes you guys are brutal, extreme, and you do a lot of clean, you do a lot of extreme vocals, right? Mm-hmm. Would you ever consider doing an all clean, that would be the extreme version, right? Extreme of a clean, an all clean vocal album?
I suppose. I mean, we wouldn't rule anything out, you know? I don't know. It's not the kind of thing we would go into thinking to do, but if we wrote a bunch of songs and we decided we wanted to have all the vocals be sung over all of it, then, you know, I think we would do it. Just it kind of depends on which direction everything pushes us in.
Yeah, sure. And I know that Chuck Billy sings on The Crownless King, right? What was that experience like? I mean, Chuck's amazing, right? Growling vocals. Chuck Billy from Testament, by the way.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome that we somehow managed to scam him.
How did it come out?
Yeah, it came out great. It came out awesome.
What did he add that, you know, like, just like you said, more?
His voice, I mean, it just, when we had that song finished, I think it was Joel that suggested, wow, you know, Chuck Billy's voice would really sound awesome over this. And we had done a tour with them years ago when we also did a tour. I think it was with Anthrax, I can't honestly remember. But anyway, they're on a tour, so we knew him. And we sent him the song. And we didn't hear anything initially. And then this one day, he just emailed us back, him tracking vocals on all of it. We all heard it and went, oh yeah, that's perfect. It's awesome. He just absolutely crushed it. As soon as I heard it, it immediately jumped to my favorite song on the record, so really cool.
Also on this album, Howard Jones sings on The Signal Fire. What was that like, bringing him back into the band?
It was great. We had run into him recently at a couple shows and hung out, and he's doing awesome. Right away, Jesse was like, yeah, we should totally have him sing on this next record. And he crushed it. He sounded really, really good on the track. His voice was always fantastic. So it kind of gave the song just another little boost. It's kind of a fast song anyway, and it was cool to have their two voices together, like the kind of
bridging of both worlds.
Yeah,
it's like David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar, right?
Yeah, the two guys, they were singing the chorus together, they're harmonizing together. It sounds really good, so I'm stoked for people to hear it.
All right, so other tracks, I mean, just quickly, like a song like Unleashed and Us Against the World, I mean, these are like rebellious songs, right? Is that the theme on this album?
Maybe a little bit. There's a lot to be kind of angry about right now going on in the world. A lot of stuff to kind of put you at unease. So kind of feeling strong and saying, you know, no, I want this. I don't want things to go this way is kind of a feeling that I think we all have, and especially Jesse doing all the lyric writing. So yeah, I think that comes through in the record.
I want to tell everybody I heard the record. The privilege of listening to the record, and I think it sounds fantastic. It sounds great. It's a great sounding record, and especially with Chuck Billy and Howard on it, it just sounds that much better. What was it like touring with Iron Maiden? I know everybody asks you this question. What did you learn the most from touring with Iron Maiden? Can you believe it? Oh my God, we're with Iron Maiden!
Yeah, absolutely. The first week or so, it was pretty much just that all the time, just being kind of in awe. And then when you could just step back from it a little bit and be like, okay, you know, this is a tour now, you know, it's a tour. And then seeing them play, And to be doing it as long as they're doing it, and to have the dedication and the incredible show they put on every single night is really inspiring, and it just kind of shows you what it is to be at the highest level. And
what about Nico? What did you learn from Nico as a drummer?
Oh my God, he just crushes it. He's so on all the time. I mean, he's to be able to play that long a set at that high energy. I mean, I'm not as old as he is, and I'm like really breaking down. I got a long way to go to catch up to him, so it was great. It was just like, I felt like he was just giving me a good ass kicking every night.
My last question would be Howard Jones, right? You played with him in Quebec City. Is it kind of awkward, the both singers? Is there a little competition going on between each other, or is it just love?
I don't think there's any competition at all. I think it was great. It was really cool. He came out, and actually the first time he did that was in London on one of the Maiden shows, and it was like a huge show at O2. It was ridiculous. And he came out and did that, and it was great. And yeah, in Quebec we asked him, and it was awesome. We bumped into him a week ago. His voice was all messed up, so we kind of wanted him to do it again, but it'd be nice to have him do some other songs too, just every now and then, to bump into him a lot, because Light the Torch is doing great. So
would that be ideal to have both singers on the road? I mean, they talked about it, with Anthrax. They talked about it with Van Halen. I guess they did. Would that be cool to have something like that? And again, we're just hypothetically.
Oh, come on, no way. With the singer egos, 2 of those, get out of here. Only one of them's enough.
All right. Killswitch Engage at Heavy Montreal.